Guys, we're back. We're going to look at the rest of this quiz from the other day. Okay, and so here we are picking up with the problems. Okay, um, linear functions. Given a linear function such that f of 3 equals 2 and f inverse of 0 equals 6. Find the function and its inverse. They're linear functions or equation of lines. Basically, I'm giving you a point on the function and a point on its inverse. The point on f is 3, 2. The point on the inverse is 0, 6. So if 3, 2 is on the function, if 3, 2 is on the function, then 2, 3 is on the inverse. Okay? 2, 3 is on the inverse. If 0, 6 is on the inverse, then 6, 0 is on the function. So basically, I have 2 points. I can find the equation of the line for both the function and its inverse. Okay? And here they are. So we need the slope. And the slope, of course, is 2 minus 0 over 3 minus 6. So that's 2/3 negative. There's my equation. The slope of the inverse would be the reciprocal slope, and there's your equation over there for the inverse. It shouldn't have been that difficult. Okay. Write a linear function describing this situation. The year 1984, the salary had started, average teacher salary 15,000. Okay. All right. 30 years later, average salary is 75,000. Using 84 as year zero. Find the function. Okay. It's not that difficult. It means you got 2 points. Year zero, starting salary is 15,000. 30 years later, year 30, it's 75,000. Your slope is a change in salary of $60,000 over 30 years. That's $2,000 a year. So your salary function is 2,000 times the number of years plus the intercept value, which is 15,000. Okay, 20 years from now, you're going to be at year 50. Your salary is going to be $115,000. Okay, all right. Short questions on quadratics. Okay. Here's a parabola standard form. Find the values of x such that f of x equals 0. That's finding the intercepts. Factors reveal 5 and 1 are your intercepts. Find the y-intercept. As always with anything, y-intercept is when x equals 0. X equals 0, you got negative 3 squared. 9 times 6, 54 minus 4. So the y-intercept is at 0, comma 50. Um, the axis of symmetry, negative b over 2a, negative b over 2a, negative 24 over negative 6, which is 4. Find the vertex. Vertex, negative b over 2a, f of negative b over 2a. Uh, Negative b over 2a is negative 6 over 2 times 1, so that's negative 3. Negative 3 thrown back in the function is negative 8. That's vertex is negative 3, 8. Um, Given the find the reflection of the y-intercept across the x-axis. The y-intercept is at 0, negative 3. Therefore, the y value of the reflection point is negative 3. The axis of symmetry is negative b over 2a, negative 2 over negative 2 times, or negative 2 over 2 times negative 1/2, which is negative 2 over negative 1, which is 2. So you're at the x-axis of symmetry is at x equals 2. There you go, x equals 2. Okay, and you got the negative 3, so the image over here is at 4, negative 3. Okay, more quadratic questions here. What's the vertex? It's right there for the picking, 5, negative 8. What's the y-intercept? Is when x equals 0. If x equals 0, you got 25 times 2 is 50 minus 8. What's the reflection point? Okay, it's again the same y coordinate. The axis of symmetry is 5, so x equals 5. 5 units on one side is the intercept, 5 units to the other side, which is at 1042. The x-intercepts found by solving, setting y equal to 0. So come up here, set y equals 0, scoot 8 to the other side, divide by 2. Take the square root, accounting for both positive and negative. X is equal to 5 plus or minus 2, which is at 7 and 3 um, as the intercepts. The next problem is same order of questions with the standard form of the parabola given. Um, the y-intercept is right there for the picking. It's 8. Okay. The axis of symmetry is negative b over 2a, which of course would be 1 over negative 2 times a quarter, which is over negative a half, which is negative 2. Negative 2 is x equals negative 2. Negative 2 plug back in the function gives you the y coordinate of the vertex, which is 9. Again, uh, finding the x-intercepts, we do by setting y equal to 0. We set y equal to 0. It's a fractional equation. Clear out the fraction by multiplying by negative 4, giving you x squared plus 4x minus 32, nicely factorable, and the x plus 8, x minus 4, offering you x-intercepts at negative 8 and at 4. Okay? And finally, that which we showed you in class as well as on video, okay? The generalized completing the square from standard form to the vertex form, uh, possibly suggested the first thing is to scoot the c over, isolate the x terms, pull out the a as a common factor, which alters um, the coefficient of x to become b over a. Completing the square, half of b over a is b over 2a, when squared is b over 2a squared. That needs to be added uh, to the other side to balance it out, but before you figure it out, you have to say, well, it's actually b over 2a squared times the a out front. So there's my balancing act over there, which should have been added, not subtracted. So that's going to alter this sign, if you will. Okay. Um, so that's accounted for there. This allows you to complete the square, and that is now a times quantity x plus b over 2a quantity squared. Okay, and I'll scoop this over here again. Uh, that would become a negative there, and that's it. Okay, so there you have it, the entire test. Okay, and the big thing that you have to get used to seeing are these multiple choice questions, which you're going to be seeing all over again. And as you can see, a number of them are more concept oriented than computation oriented. Some are a nice combination, but you know, if you didn't understand the concept, the chances are any computation you did wasn't getting you in the right direction. And by and large, that's going to be a lot of what you see with my multiple choice. Okay, so there you have it.